I tested 22 gadgets so you know which ones are actually worth it. Most are forgettable. 6 are genuinely incredible. And number 1 doesn't even look like tech. If you want honest gadget reviews without the fluff, subscribe and turn on notifications. I test this stuff so you don't waste money. Comment your guess for number 1 right now. I promise you're wrong. Let's start. Number 22. BlissLights Arc Light. $11. This fires a laser through a holographic lens and projects actual Aurora Borealis across your ceiling. I set this up in my bedroom, expecting cheap colored light. Instead, I got the northern lights floating above my bed. My roommate walked in and genuinely asked what happened to the ceiling. For the price of a sandwich, your room looks like Iceland. 0 regrets. At 21, JOEYANK Infinity Cube. $19. CNC machined anodized aluminum. Not the cheap plastic ones that break in a week. 8 cubes fold and unfold infinitely with a satisfying metallic click that's borderline addictive. I keep this on my desk during calls and catch myself fidgeting with it subconsciously. Premium desk piece disguised as stress relief. Best $19 I've spent on something technically useless. Number 20. LEMATRIX Flying Orb Ball. $26. Throw it. It flies in a boomerang arc and comes back to your hand. LED lights spin inside a transparent globe, making it look like a prop from a sci-fi movie. I threw this at a park, and 3 strangers walked over to ask what it was. USB rechargeable. 8 to 10 minutes of flight per charge. $26 for a real-life magic trick. At 19, LEFUGO electric knife sharpener. $30. Cordless, USB-C rechargeable, 3 speed settings up to 7,000 RPM. My kitchen knives were embarrassingly dull. I'd been tearing through tomatoes like a caveman. 3 seconds with this, and the blade sliced clean through like paper. No skill required, no setup. Palm-sized. One of those gadgets you didn't know you needed until someone hands you one. Number 18. MOFT Magnetic Wallet Stand. $30. Snaps onto the back of any MagSafe iPhone. Holds 2 cards, weighs basically nothing. But the trick is the stand. It folds into 3 different angles so stable, I watched a full movie on it propped on a coffee table. Thinner than 3 credit cards stacked. This replaced my phone case, my wallet, and my desk stand in one move. At 17, IvyEver electric screwdriver. $50. 56 precision bits, smart torque control, built-in LED light, magnetic carrying case. I fixed my doorbell camera, tightened my sunglasses, and cracked open my laptop. All with one palm-sized tool in 10 minutes. USB-C rechargeable. This replaced an entire junk drawer of mismatched screwdrivers that I could never find when I needed them. Everything so far? Under $50. Budget tier is done. Now we're getting into gadgets that genuinely made me pause and reconsider what I thought I needed. Subscribe if you haven't. The next 16 will surprise you. Number 16. Wacaco Minipresso GR2. $55. A hand pump portable espresso maker. No batteries, no electricity, no pods. Add ground coffee, add hot water, pump the piston, and it generates 18 bars of pressure. That's real espresso from something the size of a water bottle. I used this at a campsite and felt like the only civilized person within 5 miles. $55 and you never need a drive-through for coffee again. At 15, EarFun Clip. $56. Open ear earbuds that clip onto your ear. Nothing goes inside the canal. Bluetooth 6.0, LDAC high-res codec, AI noise-canceling mic, 40 hours of battery. I wore these running and heard traffic, conversations, and my podcast simultaneously without losing audio quality. For anyone who hates the feeling of earbuds jammed in their ears, this is the freedom upgrade. Your ears stay open. The music still sounds incredible. Number 14. Cooluli Mini Fridge. $60. 4 liters, holds 6 cans, sits on your desk. The twist, it cools and warms. Skincare people keep serums chilled in it. I keep cold drinks 3 feet from my keyboard. Plugs into USB, 12-volt car adapter, or wall outlet. Use it anywhere. Whisper quiet. I bought this as a joke gift for myself. 3 months later, it hasn't left my desk, and I get irrationally protective when someone moves it. At 13, VGAzer Levitating Moon Lamp. $70. A 3D printed moon that floats and slowly spins above a wooden base using magnetic levitation. 16 colors, 20 lighting modes, controlled by remote. This isn't a novelty that collects dust. Mine has been running on my nightstand for months. Every guest who sees it reaches out to touch it, like they're testing if gravity still works. $70 for something that makes adults act like curious kids. Number 12. HCNT Levitating Bulb Lamp, 71 bucks. Different trick from the moon lamp. This is an actual Edison-style light bulb floating in midair. No wire, no stand touching it. Electromagnetic levitation suspends it while wirelessly transferring power through the air so it glows while hovering. Rotates automatically. The first time I turned this on, I sat and watched it for 5 minutes straight like it was a campfire. Pure science fiction energy on your desk. At 11, Ember Mug 2, $110. Keeps your coffee at your exact preferred temperature for 80 minutes on battery and indefinitely on the charging coaster. Set it to 135 degrees in the app, pour your coffee, and every single sip is the same perfect temperature. I used to microwave my coffee 3 times every morning like a barbarian. Now, I don't even think about it. The mug that solved a problem I'd accepted as permanent. Top 10. Let's go. From here, every product earned a permanent spot in my daily routine. If you're finding gadgets you didn't know existed, hit like, takes 1 second, and tells the algorithm this matters. Let's keep going. Number 10. Marshall Emberton III, $168. It looks like a miniature vintage Marshall amp. That alone sells it for half the people watching this. But the sound? True stereophonic multi-directional audio from something that fits in one hand. IP67 waterproof, 32 hours of battery. I took this to a beach and it embarrassed speakers twice its size and 3 times its price. A speaker that looks this good has no business sounding this powerful, but it does. At 9, Shokz OpenRun Pro 2, $180. Bone conduction headphones. They sit in front of your ears and vibrate sound through your cheekbones. Your ear canals stay completely open. You hear music and the entire world simultaneously. 12-hour battery, IP55 sweat-proof. Dual driver setup for bass you feel in your skull. I wore these running for a week. Regular earbuds now feel like wearing earplugs. I sold mine. Number 8. BenQ ScreenBar Halo, $199. A light bar that clips on top of your monitor illuminates your entire desk with asymmetric optics that never touch your screen and includes a wireless puck controller and ambient backlight. My eyes used to ache after 8-hour desk sessions. Installed this, and the strain vanished in 1 day. Auto-dimming adapts to ambient light. If you work from a desk, this is the single most underrated upgrade that exists. At 7, DJI Neo, $199. Hold it up, it takes off from your palm and follows you. No controller needed. 4K camera, built-in propeller guards, 135 grams. Subject tracking, quick shots, stabilized video, all autonomous. I had never flown a drone before this one. 2 minutes after unboxing, I had cinematic footage of myself walking through a park. My neighbor thought I hired a camera crew. $200 for footage that looks like it cost thousands. Number 6. Keychron Q1 HE, $240. A wireless keyboard with magnetic Hall effect switches. No physical contact point, just magnets. You set the exact distance each key needs to press before it registers. Gamers dial it to a hair trigger. Writers set it deeper for deliberate strokes. CNC aluminum body, hot swappable, QMK customizable. The typing feel is fundamentally different from any keyboard I've used. Once you type on magnetic switches, everything mechanical feels primitive. My daily driver now. Top 5. Every one of these made my jaw physically drop at least once. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. The best is still coming. Number 5. Philips Hue Play Gradient Light Tube, $242. One tube that produces multiple colors simultaneously. Not one solid color like every other LED strip, but a flowing gradient across the entire length. Mount it behind your TV or your desk. It syncs with movies, music, and games, frame by frame in real time. The first time I watched a movie with this behind my screen, the colors bled onto the walls and the room transformed into a private theater. One tube, entire atmosphere changed. At 4, Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses, $247. They look like regular Wayfarers. They are not. 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, open-ear speakers, AI assistant built-in, hands-free video recording, live streaming. I wore these to a concert and captured every moment without lifting my phone once. Took photos walking through a market. Made a phone call without touching anything. The first smart glasses that don't scream, "I'm wearing technology." You just look like you're wearing sunglasses, because from the outside, that's exactly what they are. Number 3. Govee AI Sync Box 2, $260. Plug your console or streaming stick into the box, stick the RGBIC LED strip behind your TV, and your entire wall reacts to on-screen content in real time. Explosions pulse red. Ocean scenes flood blue. The AI matches colors frame by frame with zero perceptible lag. Supports 8K at 60, 4K at 144 Hz. I installed this in 30 minutes, and my living room has never looked the same. Visitors sit down, and their first word is always the same one. 2 left. I said number 1 doesn't look like tech. It cost $400. Looks like jewelry, and you've seen someone wearing it today. Drop your guess in the comments. Ready? At 2. Insta360 GO 3S, $320. The world's smallest 4K action camera. Weighs 39 grams, lighter than an AirPods case. Magnetic mount. Clip it anywhere. Hat, shirt, backpack, your dog. Built-in flip touchscreen. AI editing. 10 meters waterproof without a case. I clipped this to my bike handlebars and got footage that looks like a professional crew filmed it. The Action Pod charges it and gives you 140 minutes of battery plus a 2.2-inch preview screen. If you create content, this camera makes everything else feel oversized. The number 1 coolest gadget you'll instantly want is the Samsung Galaxy Ring at $400. Here's why this wins. Reason 1. Invisible tech. It looks like a normal titanium ring. Nobody knows you're wearing a smart device. No screen, no bulk. 7-day battery from something lighter than most wedding bands. Reason 2. It replaces your smartwatch for health. Heart rate, sleep stages, body temperature, workouts. All from your finger. Samsung Health integration with AI insights that actually matter. Reason 3. No subscription, no monthly fee, ever. Works with any Android device right out of the box. After a month wearing this, my smartwatch sits in a drawer. The best tech is the tech you forget you're wearing. Which gadget are you grabbing first? Drop your top 3 in the comments. If this saved you time or money, hit like. It genuinely helps other people find this. Subscribe for honest reviews every week. The next list is already in progress, and number 1 on that one is even wilder. All links below. Your card is waiting.